guys, and welcome back to me just chatting for a little bit. There's a lot of things that I want to go over here, and I don't have a lot of time to go over it. So, I'm not gonna dilly dally with any of that stuff. I'm just gonna let you guys know. So, first and foremost, why a lot of you may or may not have clicked onto this video, I ran a test on some algorithms on YouTube and on Twitch. And I'm gonna go over the results on them, and see what happens. There's been this thing going around where people have found a way to, crack the YouTube algorithm to really get more subscribers easy and more views on their channel easy. And so with my channel being a small channel, I've decided, hey, let's give this a shot. Let's see if they actually have anything going with them. And what it was supposed to do is, so for a lot of you who don't know how the YouTube algorithm works, they take a lot of things into account. So whenever you see people say, like the video, ring the bell, leave a comment, all of those counts as interaction. Whether you dislike a video, whether you're commenting and giving negative feedback, that all counts as negative as interaction, whether positive or negative. So it puts that video and that channel into the algorithm more. That's why my Bless Unleashed stuff has a lot of people interacting with it. So my Bless Unleashed stuff is being put into a lot of people's faces. Even though I haven't actually done anything with Bless Unleashed in probably about 6 months now. And so, like, other things come into account, like, the title of the video, the game you're playing, or what you're doing in the video, how many subscribers you have. All of that comes into play. Average watch time for your channel. I have a cat hair in my eye. All of that comes into play. Oh my god, it's still there. But interaction is what I was looking at, and I wanted to see if there was a way, as I slowly rip my right eyeball out, if there was a way to actually increase that with different things and different ways to do it. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a community tab on YouTube, and I have access to be able to post on said community tab. Every YouTube partner does, and a YouTube partner requires at least 1,000 subscribers in like 4,000 watch hours in a 1 year span, in a 12-month span, to be able to be a YouTube partner. Now, I post on the community tab quite a bit. If I miss an upload, or if there's something that I'm curious about, I actually will post there. I'll give polls. I'll let you guys know, hey, upload might be a little late, or upload's gonna be non-existent today for this or whatever. I try to keep you guys up to date, and quite a few of you know about the community tab. But there was this theory that the polls in the community tab were broken. And so the long and short of it, this is not a theory that I had, it's a theory that I found from or actually that community member showed me. And so I wanted to try it, and it was, you put in a whole bunch of like clickbaity terms and stuff like that, and you have like a whole bunch of nonsense mumbo jumbo going on in it, and essentially more and more people are going to end up seeing that poll and and they have a likelihood to actually interact with it. And so I tried it. I copied the poll word for word just to see if there was any difference. And in about 4 days, roughly from recording this, it only had about 30 votes on the poll, which is about average for whenever I make a poll on the community tab currently. There were a couple people who said they weren't subscribed and YouTube was broken. There were a couple people saying this, saying that, and it wasn't all 100%. I am subscribed, but there was 10 likes, 30 votes, and I think 5 comments. So on average, for what my polls generally get, that's about normal for my polls. So there hasn't been any real change. I haven't seen any viewership increase. I haven't seen any new viewers coming in, and it's just been a very, very quiet kind of deal. So I don't think, maybe if it's larger channels like 100K plus subscriber channels, they may get this and they may see an increase because they have more interaction, so it's forced out into them more. But in regards to the 100 or the pool to get you thousands of subscribers and stuff like that, because what it is, like, everybody who votes on the poll counts as an interaction, and then anybody who likes it counts, and then comments on it also counts. So like there was a lot of extra stuff on it that should have made it a lot more viable to be seen by a lot more people, but it never did. So that's that. Well, oh well. Then on the other hand, I tested the Twitch algorithm. So if you guys don't know, I am a streamer on Twitch, and I stream on Twitch Thursday through Monday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, starting at noon Eastern time. And sometimes I'll stream on Facebook and stuff like that. I haven't had a lot of time to stream on Facebook, but I also stream over there. Links are always in the description if you want to check them out. But uh a lot of people are always like, oh well, you gotta like play this and you'll get a ton of views, and play that and you'll get a ton of views and stuff like that. And for any of you who didn't know, and I'm sure some of you didn't even know that I streamed on Twitch still, I actually was getting my analytics on Twitch completely destroyed. Someone decided that they wanted to target me for botting, and in doing so, I would get a follow, an unfollow, and the bot would join in, watch for a 1 second exactly, and leave. And on paper, oh well, it just follows and unfollows, no big deal. But when you take into account that watch time and follow increase counts majorly for the algorithm, no matter where you are, with follows not going up, and it shows a follow then an immediate unfollow, and it only has a 1 second watch time. If you are averaging 3 hours of watch time, but you have like a CCV, a concurrent viewer count of, we'll say, about 7, right? And that you stream for about 3 hours, and usually you hold 7 viewers for those 3 hours. So your average watch time is roughly, we'll say, about 2.5 hours. If someone starts sending waves of bots at you, and they're sending in 10, 15, 20 bots throughout like almost a day to a week, and that starts to mess with your average watch time, because you still have viewers coming in who click in, watch for a couple of seconds, realize, well, maybe this isn't for me, and then they leave. And so to have the bots stacked on top of that, you end up seeing your average watch time of about 2.5 hours slowly start to diminish. And so what the algorithm sees is that your content is becoming less and less entertaining for people, so they should stop showing your content to people. Um, it's really crappy. It's really stupid. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but I was getting hit with it, and for about 2 months, maybe more, I don't even remember, we were trying to fight against the bots like it was just insane. Myself and one of my mods, Chubbs, we were trying to hunt down the one who was sending the bots at me. It was terrible, blah 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 blah. But we finally started to get out of it, and I decided to do Shooter Week. So what Shooter Week was, as a lot of you guys probably could tell, I don't do a lot of shooters. A lot of the shooters these days are battle royales, and I'm not a big fan of the RNG of battle. Oh god, of battle royales. Oh god, I get hiccups now for some reason. And because of that, I don't really play shooters too much. Well, a lot of people always say, hey, play like the popular games and you'll get better views and you'll have better analytics. So, with my channel being a moderate sized channel on Twitch, I decided, all right, let's give this a shot. So, I did Shooters Week where we played Warzone from Thursday until Monday. And I actually just finished Shooters Week. And I was looking at three things: number of followers or unfollows, concurrent viewer count throughout the week, the average concurrent viewer count, and I was looking at revenue from streams throughout the week. And now, with my channel being plagued with bots, having no growth, and really kind of stagnating, I don't have a lot of revenue, and I had very, very few follows. So, to give you guys a rundown of the analytics of Shooters Week and of my channel on average right now averages about 8.5 CCV every single month. And so I wanted to take that as my baseline. I would normally get roughly about 4 to 5 follows on a normal non-botted week. Well, normal non-botted time. I'd get about 4 to 5 follows per week and average about 8.5 CCV with occasional bits and occasional subs. Usually my regulars giving a little bit of bits and subs. So I took about $10 in bits and about $10 in subs as the average, at 8.5 CCV and 5 follows. And that was my baseline. And that's not a lot. Like I said, my channel is not very big over on Twitch. I used to be a lot bigger on Mixer, but I had to start over. For Shooters Week, it was a little interesting. I ended up having roughly a 10.5 CCV. And I got, I want to say, about $7 in bits. And up until the very last day, I was actually negative followers, which is counterproductive and goes against what analytics should normally say, but I was negative followers. I ended up being -4 followers, then I got 1 new follower, and then I went down, and so I was sitting at -3 followers. But I averaged a higher CCV, which was weird. And then someone found my channel, heard me talking about that, enjoyed my content, and shared my stream with their friends, and I actually ended up evening out and having a total net followers of 0 for Shooters Week. So a 10.5 CCV, which is about, we'll say, roughly 2 concurrent viewer count higher than my normal. No follows, which is a little bit lower, but we're still kind of struggling on the bot end of things. The bot stuff, we're getting away from it, so we're kind of rebuilding on that. So not horrible. We at least broke even after going negative. And then as far as revenue earned, usually a net of about, like I said, $10 to $20. I netted around roughly about, I want to say, $13 to $14. So roughly about normal. There was no real major change. And so one of my long-term friends, Jarv, if you guys haven't checked out Jarv, I don't know what you guys are doing with your life, but he made a good point. My analytics are my analytics, and it doesn't really show everybody or what it will do for everybody and of all sizes. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to start a large scale multi-platform test, an algorithm stress test, as it were. What I want to do is I want to get people of all channel sizes, and for a 2-week period they're going to play nothing but shooters. Preferably, I want to have everybody playing the same shooter every single day. So whether they choose to do Fortnite, whether they choose to do Warzone, whether they choose to do like Call of Duty Modern Warfare regular shooter, like Team Deathmatch or whatever. I want to choose one of the popular shooters and stick to that for 2 weeks straight. Whether you have 5 followers, whether you have 5,000, 50,000, 500,000. I want to see the average analytics from across a wide range of channels over a 2 week time period and compared to their normal 2 week time period analytics just to see what kind of change there is to these analytics and see if there's actually stock in the whole, play shooters and you'll grow at any size sort of deal. So, um, probably within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be start working on that and getting people together and scheduling that because it would be really, really interesting to see what would happen with it. Um, and then from there, we'll kind of be able to see. We'll be able to see what happens and what kind of people we pull in, and if we go from playing 2 weeks of shooters back to our normal content, will it actually make it so that the people who found us through shooters continue coming back during our normal content? Are shooters watchers specifically only there for shooters, or can they be a community who will watch anything? So, I don't know. I think it might be a little interesting to check out. I'm going to be trying to get that done. I've already gone on long enough as it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole my little spiel here. I'm gonna have a lot of changes, a lot of stuff that I'm stress testing. 2021 is gonna be my year, and the way that I'm gonna make it happen is I am going to stress test everything. I'm going to take every single theory that every single person has ever said, and I am going to put it to the test. And I am going to either figure out if it works or if it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, at least nobody else tries it. And if it does work, hey, great. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know if you want to be a part of Shooters Week down in the comments below. And I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys!